everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with the Moray. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're gonna make a little Easter basket, or you can even use this for Mother's Day because it has some cute little tulips on the front. And I looked everywhere to try to find a little the punch art for these, and all the punches that they used in the videos that I looked at, because I love tulips. They're like one of my favorite flowers, and I wanted to put some on the front of this. So I didn't have any of the punches that they used, or some of them were retired punches, so I just started playing with my punches that I had, and these are super quick and easy and simple, so I'm going to show you how to make these too. So what we're using is the oval framelits for this, and then we're going to create the box inside. And for the handle, this handle I did at 1 inch, but I think I'm going to do it at 3/4 this time. I thought it was a little bit too wide. And then I used some little petite petal flowers and our candy dot brads for the sides. And so this is what I'm sharing today. Let's go ahead and get started with the project. What we're going to do is we're going to need a piece that's 8 by 6 1/4. Oh boy, I hope this is not one of those days I can't speak. So then you are going to need 2 pieces, and these are the oval framelits that I used, and let me grab them real quick and I'll show you. These are the Stampin' Up! Oval framelits, and this is the second largest one, and the largest one is the scalloped. You can even make this larger if you want, but I like the size of this second largest one, so that's what I used for this. And then I ran it again through the Big Shot with this modern mosaic embossing folder. And I just thought it looked kind of like a basket weave, so this is the one that I used for that. So I ran it through, and you can see that they are embossed. And actually what happened when I embossed these, I ran them through at the same time, and I didn't mean to, but one of them is a little bit more embossed than the other, but that's okay. The next thing you're going to need is, this is 3/4 inches by 11.5, so that's going to be our handle. And then you're going to just need some scrap, and the scrap that I'm using is from cards. Don't ever throw away your scrap, because when you're doing punch art or any kind of small punching, you always have these little pieces. And you can see I've already used some of that, but we're going to make our tulips out of these scraps, and I always keep the scraps. So that's what we're using for that, and then a piece of mossy meadow, and these are going to be for the stems. So let's go ahead and get started scoring this, and we're going to just go ahead and get the box together, and then I'll show you how to do the tulips. Alright, so here is my Stampin' Up! Trimmer scoring tool here, and we are going to use on the 8-inch side, we are going to score it at 3. And at 5, and then you're going to turn it around and you're going to score it at 2. And then what I did, I just turned it all the way around and scored it at 2 again. Now if you want to, you can score it at 2 and think it's 4 1/4, so 2 and 4 1/4. Alright, so that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut up the center here to the first score mark. And I'm going to cut a little sliver. It just helps it to fold in a little bit nicer. And this is going to go on the center, so that's why I'm taking it out of the center. You always want to take it out of the side that's going to be folded in. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Okay, so let me grab my bone folder here, and we are going to sharpen all our score marks. You can use fast fuse, or you can use your double-sided tear and tape, but the fast view is always easier in the videos. And you're going to put it on the outside of the middle flap, and this one also. And then you're going to put it on one side here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on both, and then on this side. Whoop. All right, so this one's going to come up and meet there. And we're going to do the same on this side. Put the little flap on the inside. And this is going to be a good sturdy box, so it will hold chocolate. So there is your box. So now what we're going to do is I need to bring my scoring tool back up here. And you're going to have to score this at 1/2 inch on the bottom, and actually you can do it on your simply scored, so just score a 1/2 inch on the bottom of your egg there. And I am going to use tear and tape on here because I want this to stay. Put your tear and tape. You got to make sure I'm doing it on the right side. Because this one is embossed a little bit less than the other. And you're just going to pull off your backings. Fold that. And then we are going to just attach it to the bottom here and attach it just below that score mark so you can pull it up. I'm going to use some fast fuse now and put it in the center, and then you're going to pull that up and your egg is attached on that side. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to attach this. And then I'm going to add some fast fuse just in the center. And so there's your egg right there. You can even use it just like this if you want to use it like for at your table or anything like that. It would be really cute. I'm going to punch some holes. Let me see which one. I think this is the 1/4 inch hole. I always get them mixed up, but I'm going to punch one hole on this side, and these are going to be for our handles. And I'm just eyeballing it. I can usually get it pretty close. I try to center it, and I use this is a guide here. And then let's grab our brads, and this is our candy dot brads, and you can use every color we have in our color collection. So this is our Brights collection. I'm going to go ahead and use the yellow. I thought that'd be cute inside the center for the center. Either that or the orange would be cute for the center. And these have adhesive on it, and you can put whatever color you want. I love these. I was so happy when they came out with those, because you can create every color imaginable in our color collection, so everything coordinates. And you can use these dots by themselves as little embellishments, so it's awesome. Alright, so before we put the handle on, we're going to go ahead and stamp it, and the stamp I'm using says Happy Easter, and I'm using our basic black archival ink, and this is from our Teeny Tiny Wishes, and you know I use this a lot. It's one of my favorite stamp sets. And I'm just going to stamp them in the center. And I'm just going to go along, try to keep them even. And I always have a hard time if I can't look over it, because that's the great thing about these clear blocks and stamps, that you can see what you're doing. But I think I'm doing okay. It's not too bad. So that is our handle there. And I'm going to punch another hole again in here. And then one on the other side. And then we're ready to put our, oh no, I need to do our little petal. Let's see. I think I'm going, what color flower should I do? I'm going to do a little, I have another piece of scrap I'm going to do in Tangerine Tango. So I'll just use these as our, this is the petite petal punch, and I'm going to punch a hole right in the center of these too. This makes it all easy to put your brads through. Okay, now the brad's going to go through the flower and then here, and then we're going to put it on. Let's do this side because I don't want to get it backwards. So isn't that cute? And then we'll put this one on. You can do whatever colors you like. Okay, this brad doesn't want to open. All right, there you go. So look how cute that little handle is. Isn't that a cute little... So let's set this aside, and I'm going to show you how to make the tulips. Now you're going to need the bird builder punch because we're using this little leaf here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and punch 3 of those out. So we have 3 leaves, and then we are going to use our festive flower, which this is the flower punch that we made our poinsettias from. I love this punch. So what we're going to do is we're using 2 of these in the middle there. So you're going to need to punch 2 for each flower. Okay, so we have all our pieces punched out here ready for our tulips. And what you're going to need is some Tombow. I'm going to use the Tombow for this. And what you're going to do with this is you're just going to put 1 little drop here. And you are going to fold this bottom one up at kind of like an angle. Just like that, so you can see it forming the 2 little tulip leaves. And then we are going to put 1 little drop here and 1 on this side, and we are going to place this one in the center and then just wrap this one up. And you have to hold it there for a minute because it will need to stick. It takes a minute for the Tombow to stick. So there's one of our tulips, and I'm going to do that for each one of these. They're all ready to go, and the next thing that I'm going to do is with our leaves, we are going to cut off these 2 leaves right here on each one of these. I'm sorry for all the noise outside the window. My neighbor always decides to do his lawn or to do something when I'm videotaping. So, well, now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add some glue to that, and we're going to just set it and leave a little bit of the leaf there so that it looks like the little stem. And we're going to do that for each one of these. I think I'll make this one go the other way. You can make cute little rosebuds out of this now that I'm looking at it. This little punch would make some really cute little rosebuds. Okay, so we have all three of our flowers and we're ready to put them on our box here. So what I'm going to use is our fine tip glue. And I love this little fine tip because it is a fine tip and it's easy to get on like these little branches here. Look at that. That looks like a rosebud on that side. I'm going to have to play with that. And I'm going to put some on here and then just put a little bit on your stem. And, oh, I was going to do the purple one first, but I'll go ahead and put this one on the center here. You might have to hold it for a minute because it takes a minute for this glue to dry, also like the tombow. All right, and then we're going to do this one in the center. And we're going to make them overlap a little bit. Let's see, I want that one up, maybe lower, a little lower. And then our red one. Just, so these are super little, quick, easy little flowers. They're so pretty too. And you can use these on cards and everything. All right, let me grab my ribbon. This is our stitched Whisper White ribbon, and I'm going to make a bow. I'm usually pretty good at making bows this way by hand. And instead of putting them on the box, I struggle sometimes putting them on the boxes when they're attached. So let me get my ribbon scissors here and cut some little tails. And I think I'll use a couple glue dots for this. Put a couple on there to make sure it stays. And we'll put that right there. Isn't that cute? I love these little tulips. And they're so easy. Alright, so there it is. There you have it. And here's the other one. I did use some Wink of Stella on these. You can put a little bit of shimmer and shine if you want to use some Wink of Stella there. But I think these, and I did sponge the edge on this one, and I didn't on here. But I like it both ways. So these are super cute little Easter boxes. And it would be cute for Mother's Day too. Just stamp Happy Mother's Day on your handle. And it would be really cute. So I hope you enjoyed the project today. And if you need any supplies for this project, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and all that I demonstrate is Stampin' Up products because I really believe in them. So I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.